Hello everyone, this is Providencia and I was not gonna make a tutorial today, but I'm gonna make it anyway. I'm gonna make several tutorials. So this is the first one I'm gonna make. I'm trying to start prepping like my lunch and my dinners and stuff at least a few days in advance, because I be busy with school and with 3 kids and cleaning the house and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Sometimes I feel like I don't have no time for myself. So I was like, let me go and start prepping my meals ahead of time. Sometimes when I come out of school, I come out of school hungry, starving, and then when I make it for me, I gotta make it for everyone else. So I was like, let me start doing everything ahead of time. So when I come from school, everything will be in the refrigerator or in the freezer. All I gotta do is probably warm it up and to dinner time, and then I'll make dinner. That way I can have a little time for myself after I come out of school, watch TV or whatever. So today I'm gonna make a flour chicken patty. No, not a flour chicken patty, like a chicken wrap, okay, with flour tortilla. Okay, and I'm gonna try to make it a little healthy, because lately, I've been trying to eat on the healthy side and stuff. So let's get started. First we need flour tortilla. It doesn't make the difference of the brand, just make sure it says flour tortilla and that it's big. And I have salt here, but you don't have to add salt if you don't want to add salt to it, because I'm using this. I'm using Miss Dash garlic and herb salt-free seasoning, but I like a little season in my food, so I'm probably gonna add a little salt to that. And I got here white pepper. I got onion powder. I got here teriyaki sauce. Is a marinade. And I got here honey. Don't worry, I'll show you how I'm making it. You're probably all confused. This is fresh spinach, which I'm going to show you that as well. I got here cherry tomatoes, which I'm going to probably cut in half. I'll show you that as well. I got here chopped garlic. I got here Asiago cheese, which I'm gonna shred while it's cooking everything. And I got here a little bit of sofrito. And yeah, this is what I have so far. And I don't know, I'm thinking about probably adding mustard to this. I don't know. I probably will add mustard to it, since I need like kind of like a glue to put this first, which I'm gonna show you. So let me add the okay. And we're gonna also add mustard to this. And to this we need chicken cutlets. If you do not have chicken cutlets, then you could use chicken breast. Just make sure you remove all the bones, chop it up, and that's how you can make it. To here, which I'm gonna move this slightly. I don't have nothing over there, so don't worry about it. I got here a pot of hot water. I added a little bit of salt to that. And in the sink here, which you can see, I have my chicken cutlets, and it's in water because I like to clean my meat before I use it. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how to do this step by step, and maybe you could do it one day for your family. I wanted to show you quickly that I put my whole chicken cutlets, there's 4 of them in there, and I put it in there whole. I do not cut it first and then start adding everything and then cook it like that. I first boil it, for that way when it is cooked, I could do it in strips, and it will be easier for me to cut and then start adding everything as well. So I just wanted to show you this real quickly. Before we also start like assembling all the chicken together into the flour tortilla and making like a chicken wrap, I wanted to also show you that I took half of the pack of the chicken cutlets. I'm boiling some for the chicken wraps, but I also reserved half, because this is what I do sometimes. I cut them into slices like this, okay? And I put them in the freezer, and when I'm ready to cook, like let's say I'm ready to cook for me and my family, I take them out, let it defrost, you know, in the sink for like an hour or so, and it should be, you know, like chicken cutlets defrosts very quickly. Number one, if you put it in under cold water. So if you want, you can make them ahead of time. You don't have to do it now. I don't season them. Some people season their meat before it goes in the freezer. I don't, you know, because I may want it one way one day and then the next I want it another way another day, you know. So I leave it like this, cut them, put them in little Ziploc bags, as you can see right here. Wrap them up, put in the freezer, and if it's just like, let's say just for you and maybe your kids is not home, maybe, you know, you got the weekend to yourself, this is good, you know. Just maybe take 2 of them out for you, make yourself a little salad aside, or totones or whatever, and there you go, you got yourself a meal. This is just something I just wanted to show you in case you want to prep fast. This is the way I do it sometimes to save me some time. So I just wanted to show you this real quick. So let's get back on those burritos or tortillas or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I cut up my chicken cutlets into pieces. I'm putting the fire on low. And I forgot, you gotta add extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit in the bottom for it won't have to stick. And see? Okay. So wait, let me get a spoon. Okay, for now you can see better, okay? I hope you can see with the lighting. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, I was interrupted. Anyway, so back to the tutorial. Yeah, so extra virgin olive oil and the chicken cutlets. This is what I have, but if you wanna use, how do you call it, chicken breast, cook it and then chop it up yourself, you could use that as well. Any kind of chicken, even beef, even steaks, you could do anything with this recipe. I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder, little sprinkle. Alright, and we're gonna add a little bit of the Miss Dash, the garlic one, garlic and herb. You know, I always gotta show you everything twice. So let's start off with this amount. I always do a little bit at a time, and then I taste it, and if it needs something more, I add it. White pepper. Alright. This is crushed, this is chopped garlic. I know the other thing said garlic, but nothing like fresh garlic in your food. And we got here sofrito. I'm sorry, I'm all twisted now, but I'm showing you everything. So okay, and I have here the cherry tomatoes, but let me show you real quickly. I cut it in half. All right, and that's what you want to do. Add that in there, and at the last moment I decided to add cilantro. I mean, I have a lot here. I like a lot of cilantro, so let me see. I mean, I'm gonna add everything. I like cilantro really like a lot, especially with my tacos and stuff. So at the last moment I decided to add that into the recipe. So I didn't put it in the beginning, but you already know you could either add it or not add it. It's up to you. And we're gonna add the teriyaki marinade sauce. Let me add just a little dash. It may look like a lot, but trust me, I'm not pouring it in there. And we're gonna add the honey. Why am I adding the honey? Because I had did this for the Super Bowl, and I'm not gonna lie, I made tacos with it, with this same recipe, but without the spinach. I did it different, and I wanted my chicken to taste like a little sweet, so I added a little honey with the teriyaki sauce, and it really tasted good with the sour cream and the lettuce, tomatoes, and shredded cheese into tacos. It was really good. Maybe one day I'll make it one day again. So I'm drizzling a little bit of that in there just for a little sweetness. And let me get up on you. Up on you is a cross. I don't want to burn myself. So mix this well. And I know I could just do the chicken wrap right now, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna let this cook for maybe like 10 to 20 minutes. Put it a little higher. Make sure all the seasons, you know, marinate and do its thing. Taste one of them, and if I feel like I gotta add maybe a little bit of more salt, a little bit more, which I didn't add salt yet. I don't know if you noticed. I didn't add salt. I'm gonna taste everything towards the very end, and if I feel like I gotta add a little bit of more salt or a little bit of teriyaki sauce or honey or something, I'm gonna do it, and we'll be right back to assemble everything. Okay, so let's assemble this chicken wrap. Okay, that's what I'm calling it, but it's really like a chicken fajita. All right, so of course, you know, I told you what you need. All right, and let me get my spoon. Get this ready. Oh, by the way, I tasted the chicken, and I did add it a little bit more teriyaki sauce, a little bit more honey I added, and I added salt, and I added a reasonable amount of salt because I don't know, that Mrs. Dash is not working with me, and I didn't want to add adobo. I just wanted to make it simple, so I added a little bit of salt. So I'm just letting you know how I did it, but other than that, it tastes really good. You could taste the sweetness, you could taste everything. All right, as you can see, I'm adding mustard. I'm only gonna do one, don't worry, and then I'll show you towards the end how it look. And I do this. Okay, make sure I get it all the sides. If I get disturbed by the kids or whatever, just giving you the heads up, I'm gonna turn off the camera and then start working again. And I got here the spinach, which I washed it, and then I put it on top of paper towels for, you know, all the water could get out. So let's start doing that. And I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna make enough for like maybe, let's see, I'm gonna make enough for maybe like 3 or 4 days for I don't have to do anything. And I could just relax when I come out of school instead of just doing too much at a time. I'll be exhausted. Alright, so we're adding in our chicken. Hold on. I don't know if I don't want to put too much and then I won't be able to close. So I don't want to make that mistake. I think that'll be good right there. Alright, push that aside. And I have here, which I shredded, my Asiago cheese. You can add any kind of cheese you want. I don't know, I'm in the mood for this, and that's what I want on my burrito or my fajita. I keep naming it 100 things. I'm so sorry. Okay, so my chicken wrap slash fajita. All right, and we're gonna add that. I like a lot, so soon. And we're gonna wrap this like this. Wrap it like this, like so. Oops. And which we could put like a how you call it, a toothpick here, but we're not gonna do that because I'm making this ahead of time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to wrap it up even more. Okay, so let's get started. Let's tuck this in a little bit more in the sides. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the camera and at the same time try to teach y'all. Okay, they look like a little patele. Alright, and there you go. Now let me see. We got this. Make sure it stays fresh. Okay, let's see if I could turn. Oops, wait a minute. Hold on, let me see if I could put this way instead of standing up. But if not, I guess I'm gonna have to do it, you know. No, it's not gonna work out that way. So this is what you do. And this is the way you will want to put it in your refrigerator if you're gonna make it like a few days in advance. So when you come out of work in the afternoon, you can have it for, you know, for how you call it, for lunch, or you can take it to lunch. You can make it in the nighttime and then bring it with you to lunch like this. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a few of them and then I'm gonna show you how it looks, and I'm gonna show you how it also looks when I break it and like cut it in the middle with the knife to see how. So here you have it, guys. I have here chicken wrap, or if you want to call it chicken fajitas, that's fine too. Individually wrapped. I was able to make 7, so at least for like 3-4 days between me and my kids, at least when we come out of school, we have this, you know, in the refrigerator to eat. For that way I don't have to waste another maybe 45 minutes to an hour making them something to eat and make our life a little easier. Well, make my life a little easier because they're not the one cooking, I am. So as you can see on this plate, let me put it closer. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, that little stick is bothering me. So this is the way it looks. I forgot to also explain to you that, you know, the tortilla, you have to either at least heat it up a little bit, either in your stove burner just for a few like seconds just to warm it up, or you could put it in your oven just to warm it up, because then it'll be pliable, which means that you could fold it, wrap it up, or whatever. If you do not do that, sometimes it got the tendency of breaking. So I mean, I'm just letting you know, I forgot to mention that I had put it in the burner, as you can see by these little marks over here and stuff. But yeah, so you want to do that first before you do this, because and then if you try to, like the way I showed it to you, wrap it up, it's probably gonna, you know, it's probably gonna break, or it's not gonna fold nicely. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. But also I have here, if you want to make a nice pretty plate like this, all I really did was use the stems of the broccoli and I cut it up a little bit, make it look fancy, because I always got to make sure my food looks fancy. And I got here sour cream, okay, that I bought. I put it in the middle. So yeah, anybody could make this, and look at how I made it, and I made it look like really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm telling you, try this recipe because you're gonna like the tenderness of the meat, the sweetness, you know, the oh my goodness, I'm stuck, I'm sorry. Anyway, you're gonna like everything. So just please subscribe, and I hope you like my video, share it, and I hope that you have a lovely day.